Thanks, Emmett. 5 people are now under arrest after multiple Okaloosa County Sheriff's Office deputies responded to a disturbance on Sunday. According to the Okaloosa County Sheriff's Office, deputies responded to an active fight at Coyote Ugly on Harbor Boulevard around 3:30 a.m. Authorities say that while escorting one person out, multiple additional fights broke out inside the establishment and would later spill out into the parking lot. The Okaloosa County Sheriff's Office says approximately 40 to 50 patrons were involved. The Sheriff's Office says they had more units respond to help restore order and crowd control. 2 men and 3 women are now charged with either being involved in an affray or resisting arrest without violence or both.